right now on LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors.
G12, as you know, for the last 4 years, I've been watching this buck. Oh my God.
To be totally candid about it, I'm not exactly certain that it's the same deer. It may be G12 Junior.
I think it's time to take him. He's got really nervous.
I've got a big decision to make.
Here we go.
LL Bean started with one simple idea: build a comfortable boot that would keep his feet warm and dry. Well, necessity became the mother of invention, and the Maine hunting shoe was created. What followed was a legacy that would span a century. And little did he know that the boot he made for himself would still be made the same way 100 years later. LL Bean has grown to become the worldwide resource for all who love the outdoors. So join great-grandson of LL Bean, Bill Gorman, and discover your adventure with LL Bean's Guide to the Outdoors.
One of the often overlooked aspects of hunting is its ability to draw like-minded people together and consequently help start often lifelong friendships. For Bill Gorman, one such friendship is with his longtime friend Tom Floyd, and together they've been harvesting trophy-class whitetails in Texas for years now.
So I met Tom back in probably 1994 at Cross Mountain Ranch in Colorado. We were both out there with a friend of ours and just got talking. One day he was sitting on the couch sharpening knives, and being a guy who's into knives, went over to talk to him, and anyhow, one thing led to another. Just became good friends.
I met Bill in the mid-90s. You know, I'm from lower Alabama and he's from Maine, and we were having a little trouble talking to each other at first, but I'm getting to where I can understand him now. But we've been friends now for like a long time.
Well, one of my favorite things for visiting Texas is whitetail. Another is Tom. I mean, I basically have a great friendship, but we're hunting Texas. It's actually free range, but there's so many deer around. Tom takes care of the area. They manage the food. There's a big population here. He's looking at, in the approximately 8,500 acres, they're looking at over 1,200 deer.
Well, our ranch is, we're about 100 miles south of San Antonio and about 40 miles northwest of Corpus Christi. 20-something years ago, we leased a portion of this ranch, which was a large ranch at the time. They ended up doing an auction sale of part of the ranch, and my brother was fortunate and successful in buying a chunk of the ranch. Since that time, we've tried to manage the deer herd. Through that process now, we have a healthy herd, and we have a good age distribution, have a lot of mature deer, and a nice buck-doe ratio, and the density is nice, and it's fun doing it. We're still doing it.
This year, Bill's crossing his fingers that the G12 buck he and Tom have been watching for years is finally mature enough to harvest.
G12, as you know, for the last 4 years, I've been watching this buck.
Bill got so excited about the buck. He said, I want to harvest that buck. Well, the buck looked young. We said, no, he's not really old enough. But we'll call him the Gorman buck. And well, we short-circuited that to G12 because he was a 12-pointer.
Year one, he looked great, but he was too young. Year two, 2 inches wider on each side, taller on each side. He was only 4.5 years old. Couldn't shoot him. Year three, he's supposedly 5.5 years old. And something's up. He's shrunk. We aren't going to shoot him.
And at this point, to be totally candid about it, I'm not exactly certain that it's the same deer. It may be G12 Junior.
Bill and Tom decide to head out that evening. The plan is to try and get some glass on either the G12 buck or this split G2 buck Tom has been talking about. to come up with a decision on which buck Bill wants to go after.
He said, I know you got your heart on G12, and if that's the way we end things, then that's the way you end things, but I need you to take a look at this split G2 tine buck. And sure enough, that evening was great. We're scouting, and both of them come out. I get a glance at both of them.
You know, we're sitting there looking at G12, and then a deer sticks his head out of the brush, and I think Bill said, oh my God, he's got everything. He's age, he's got width, he's got mass, he's got a lot of points, you know, and he's fully mature. And that's a deer that, you know, we might consider if we try to find him again and take him and let G12 live. And it's still a very, very nice deer.
And I tell you, I've got a big decision to make.
LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors is brought to you by LL Bean, trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors. Advanced insulation technology for hunting gear. Primaloft, proven warm even when wet. Mossy oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. And Swarovski Optic. This segment is brought to you by LL Bean, trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors. Bill Gorman's on his annual trip to Texas, hunting his good friend Tom Floyd's ranch. And the trip has already started off with a bang, after the guys got glass on Bill's fabled Gorman 12 buck, as well as the split G2 buck. However, Bill's still not 100% sure which buck to pursue. And with plenty of time left on this trip, the decision's made to try to harvest a management buck, a practice that's helped Tom's deer population grow and flourish over the years.
So one cool thing about Tom, one of many, the way he likes to take care of things. Like I have, it's a conservation and doing the right thing. But again, this is Texas. It's free range. I mean, these deer can take off anytime. But when you manage a property like Tom does, you practice good conservation, you end up with a great population of good deer.
I have to be honest, I used to be eaten up with deer hunting. The fact that I've been here for so long and I've watched this herd grow and mature, I still have a lot of enthusiasm for the deer, but I'm not going after wanting to kill one. I'm going after and I'm studying them. I just enjoy being out in the brush and seeing the deer and managing them and helping others see the excitement on their face when they kill a really nice deer.
First thing in the morning, it was great to get to Caliche Hill. Great thing about Swarovskis is I can pick up and I can see bucks, and I'm seeing a lot come in. And as it gets, lighter and lighter, you can actually see the quality of these deer. And although they're beautiful deer, the biggest one's probably 125 to 130 inch. That's not what we're looking for here. We want older, mature deer. And these were bigger deer, but I don't think any of them hit that minimum 5.5-year-old mark, and they surely didn't hit anything over, say, 125, 130 mark. So it's something to watch, something to look at.
See a lot of deer here, probably 20 in the field right now. Unfortunately, they're smaller. You got the 2 9-points here that look almost like twins. One has to be a year plus older, just due to the antler size. But it's, exact same G2s, G3s. But even with that, that 9-point is the biggest one. And he's probably a 125, 130, so although he may be mature, he's definitely not big enough to shoot. But, it's great when you see this many deer. And I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface yet.
But for this year, they're off the table. This afternoon, we're going to try another area.
I normally sit on a spot, for 2 to 3 hours, talking to Tom back and forth. The great thing with texting is he's seeing what's out there. He's thinking he wants to come over, pick us up, and move us to a new spot, so it looks like we're moving.
After relocating to a different spot, Bill and Tom settle in and start glassing.
So we're after management buck, and hopefully we're going to get something good to show up. Instead of, a 140, 160 inch glass, I'm looking for 140, 160 pound glass. We'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens here. New spot.
Shortly after moving, the guys spot a perfect management buck.
Yep, that's the one we want, buddy. Let's get him.
All right, sounds good.
To learn more about your guide to the outdoors, check out our lander page at llbean.com/GTO. This segment is brought to you by LL Bean, trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors. Bill's down in Texas, and after switching gears, the guys have located a perfect management buck. Now all that's left is for Bill to do what he does best.
He's going down.
Yep.
He's going.
Time to go pick up a deer. Get him to the butcher. That's a cool looking buck, though. Look at this.
He got the curve. He had curve. Look at those deep. I never noticed some curves like that. Look at that. That's weird.
No, he's got cool, like you said, length to him. Good body size. I mean, just would never develop. And being this old, he should have been. Look at that belly. I mean, he's chunky.
Perfect management.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Good job. Perfect management, buck.
Sure is.
You did good. I'll let you come back and keep doing that.
Oh, my pleasure.
After a successful morning, Bill and Tom head back to the lodge so Bill can finally hang his first buck on the wall of shame.
We started shooting some deer probably, 10 or 15 years ago, where the deer were big bucks, but they had weird horns. And instead of throwing them away, we decided to European mount them and put them on the wall. And after a while, they started accumulating up there, and we came up with the idea of calling it the Wall of Shame. And Bill, he saw the Wall of Shame, and he said, "How do you get up there?" Well, I said, "You got to kill a deer that qualifies." And last year, I happened to, in an area there, I happened to see a buck. I said, that thing will qualify for the Wall of Shame. Maybe he'll hang around till Bill gets here. So we really set up that area for Bill, and eventually he stepped out, and Bill was able to harvest him and got him on the wall.
All righty.
That'll do it.
We'll see
See if he'll hang up there, Bill.
All right, my first Wall of Shame buck.
Good one. Perfect.
Tell you the truth, the Wall of Shame for me is, and I said this last year, it's a Wall of Fame. Now, I didn't measure this, so it better be centered.
Perfect. Good job. Congratulations. You're on the wall.
Thank you, I made it. I'm on the wall.
That's cool, man.
I made it. I'm somebody now. After seeing G12 last night, and also the night before, Tom and I aren't sure that's still G12. That could be G12, that could be an offspring because he hasn't aged. I mean, the antlers are almost identical to when he was 3.5 years old, or when we thought he was 3.5. Tom and I had a really good discussion about him last night, and we're gonna let him go. We're gonna go after the split G2 buck. So this morning it's great. Tom says, I'm gonna let you guys go in a little bit later so that, you know, by the time the deer show up, you'll at least have some light. And we sat there, I'm gonna say 45 minutes, and then G2 steps out, and I get a good glimpse at him, and then G12 steps out. And seeing the two together, it was a given. In heart of hearts, I couldn't shoot G12. He needs to see if another year will do anything for him. So I watched the split G2. So 5 minutes goes by, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Walks behind a tree.
If we get enough light, I think it's time to take him. He's getting really nervous.
I've got my rifle up on the tripod. I got it right on him, head's down. I want his head up. I want to make sure it's right animal to shoot. All of a sudden, he's got this beautiful 10-point that hangs out with him. But this other buck is just about in front of him, perfect every time. That buck starts to clear out. I noticed something walk behind him. G12 is now behind him. I mean, really, I got split G2s and I got G12 right behind him. You can't do a 2-for-1 deal here on the Floyd Ranch.
Can you put his head up? Sure.
For trailers, behind-the-scenes photos, and everything the GTO crew is up to, check us out at facebook.com/guide to the outdoors. For more information, LL Bean Guide to the Outdoors is brought to you by LL Bean. Trusted, innovative, authentic guide to the outdoors. Advanced insulation technology for hunting gear. Primaloft. Proven warm even when wet. Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. And Swarovski Optic. Bill Gorman's got the split G2 buck in his sights. Now, he just needs a clear shot.
I gotta wait till he clears. See that big 11 and 10 right over there? As soon as he clears, I want to bust him. Stay on him. Here we go. Can you put his head up? Sure. Go.
I took this shot and he might have gone a whole step and a half. I mean, I've never seen a deer drop that fast before.
I think I just shot a monster.
I was amazed to see everything go down that fast.
It's always such a weird rush of emotion. I mean, your adrenaline's rushing. You get nervous. Wow, that just drilled him. I mean, that guy basically went 2 yards and dropped. Let's go take a look at this bad boy. They do not make these blinds for tall people. And he is dead right there.
When I walk closer to this animal, he's down. His rack seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
Whew. Wow. That's exceptional.
lying on his side. All his tines look really nice, and then I get over and pick him up.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. I mean, talk about cool. Look at these crab claws here. I mean, got these little turnouts here, little teeny nicks here. I can hang a ring off that. I mean, that's just a great looking buck. I mean, a split G2 is what we were looking for, but what a good looking buck. I mean, I can't be more thankful.
His crab claws, his G4s, are the same length and the same shape, perfect. You go to his G3s. G3s are almost the same length and same design, perfect.
Got the character we're looking for and a nice quick kill. I couldn't ask for more. I can't wait to show this to Tom and Garrett. Here they come right now.
I put Bill out there this morning, and I went over and was scouting another area, hoping I'd hear a shot, and was looking at some deer, and finally heard the shot, and I said, all right. So I came running over there, and sure enough, he had the split G2, and I was just as excited about him on the ground as I was when he was walking around. He's a real pretty buck.
Look at the eye guards,
Yeah.
G1s.
Man, that's beautiful.
A little extra work here.
Deal right there.
Inside, that'll hold a ring, man.
There you go. That's right. Good job, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Proud of you.
Thank you, Tom.
Good job, man.
Always a blast.
That's a big old deer.
Whew. He only went like 2 steps.
Straight down.
Yeah. Oh, boom.
I see the
It wrecked him.
Beautiful. Man, oh man, good job.
This year marks another successful trip for Bill at Tom's Ranch. And with 2 bucks in the cooler, Bill could smell the sausage already.
Down here, Tom has a butcher that makes the absolute best Italian sausage in the world. I mean, I came down here the first year I ate it. I brought it home. My wife's like, you gotta get more of this. So I came down with strict orders. Don't just shoot 1 deer, shoot 2. We need a lot of sausage. So we're gonna have a lot of deer sausage made, a couple of roasts, maybe some steaks, but I think mostly sausage.
We appreciate having Bill down every year, and fun guy to hang out with, and I hope he'll come back.